Hello!
I'm getting another car today. Ha 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 ha.
Ooh!
I'm really excited.
Yeah, he has been jumping off the walls here.
It's so crazy.
Exactly. So we're gonna go over there. Then we're gonna find the new car.
We're gonna put our Benjamins.
The
We're gonna
Benjamins.
sign some names, some papers.
Ooh.
We're gonna put a tag on it.
Yep.
And we're gonna drive home.
Yep.
Exactly.
Okie dokie. See you here in a
Back
few.
soon. All right, by the time you see this, we should shift into neutral, or to park, to drive, whatever. All right, so, probably be a new year by the time you see this. I still got my Christmas shirts on, but new year, new vehicle, or newer vehicle. So, riding in 2006 Ford Focus station wagon, as you can see. So, a few videos ago, you saw that we sold the Firebird. Had a lot of fun with that car. Just didn't have the time or the skill level, resources at the moment to do an LS swap and really take the car to another level. And it was running perfectly fine as it was. It's a good LT1 original car. So sold that to Alec down a little bit south of us. And should be a real good home for the old Firebird. But I was needing something that was a little bit more of a fuel sipper and looking for something unique. Wanted a wagon. Was looking at a Subaru or a Pontiac Vibe or a Malibu Max or even an old Toyota Camry wagon would have been kind of nifty. So looking. I was trying to shop. All right. Well, the camera fell, but we're back. All right, so we're taking the Ford Focus. We're going to call it Rhino from the hamster in the movie Bolt, Disney movie Bolt about the TV dog.
Bolt, the super dog! You're fully awesome! Die! That is totally unrealistic.
With his own TV show, who didn't realize he was actually just a regular dog. So we're going to take the Focus around the plaza here. Little 2.0 Mazda sourced 4-cylinder, dual overhead cam, chain driven or timing chain, not timing belt. 4-speed automatic overdrive transmission. 130-ish, 135 horsepower, 136 pounds torque. Front disc, rear drums, handle that pretty good. The steering is super tight. New Michelin Defender tires on it. I haven't driven this very much recently. See how it handles that bump here. But yeah, pretty good so far. Yeah, the tires are definitely very quiet. 15-inch aluminum wheels, thankfully. Thankfully, this is the SES, so it's the top spec for the car. No leather, but at least we got some perks. Got the tachometer on the... handles nice. I'm sure it fell out there. But it's geared pretty well. First tank of gas I looked at. Brakes are not... Okay, that's not too bad. Not the Firebird brakes or the Suburban, but it's decent. Dude, plate taking off. So So thankfully 80,000, almost 81,000 miles on it. Guy I bought it from did the coolant, water pump, thermostat. Whee! Okay, that's not too bad. Just gotta know when to hold them, when to fold them, and when to step on the gas. Doesn't sound too bad either. Yeah, 80,000 miles, almost 81. So AC's nice and cold. He changed the transmission fluid and filter, new oil change, oil filter, new spark plugs, new valve cover gasket. Common on these cars to start getting dry and leaking. One owner car, he had bought it from the older lady who owned it and worked on it and then flipped it after a couple months. New half shafts, new wheel bearings in the rear, as well as new drums, new brake pads and rotors up front. So really pretty well good to go. He polished out the headlights and new Sylvania headlight bulbs as well. Interior is super duper clean. Got some fading on the top from where it sat for a while. We'll take some video on the outside, but it definitely does need a polish and buff and a little bit of cleanup on the outside, but it's not too bad. It's really not too bad. So very impressed with it so far. Decently comfortable, so really nothing to complain about at the moment. So but yeah, we'll come back in just a minute. All right, so a lot of first with this car. First Ford, first 4-cylinder, and first station wagon that I have personally owned. So that's kind of nifty for a lot of firsts for 2021. All right, so only thing that really kind of needs to be replaced here eventually, it would be the window wash cooler neck. Well, the whole tank actually. I guess there's a lot of varieties on these, so, but the one thing I saw was it's going to be really tight to do that belt. I don't look forward to that. So, but we'll take a look at it and see. Looks like it might be original, so it might be a good idea to get done. Thankfully, if not all 3 motor mounts have been replaced. Got our fuse block up here. Not sure what that device is. That might be cruise control. Brand new die-hard Sears battery, gold series, thankfully. It's got a weird, it's kind of, you got your like an elbow for the air filter box here, but then the actual filter is farther down that way, was how it was explained to me, so we'll have to see. Throttle body down in that area, as you can see. So it looks like I had some rats up in here, so I'm gonna try to clean it here eventually and just spiffy it up a little bit more. 302 sensors too. Look at all that crazy stuff. I don't know where or why, but got all the little injectors, exhaust manifold. So got the headlights polished out there, decent. So put some more wax or something on those just to protect that. Long term, just needs to be a budget eco. I'm going to be doing a lot more driving back and forth for work. I'm getting married here eventually in the next couple months, so going to be living a little bit farther away from my work route, about 45 minutes. So I needed something a little bit more economical fuel-wise, something I could stick 87 in compared to 89 or 90 like the Firebird truck and Suburban, and also needed something that was going to be getting better mileage. Best so far, I haven't driven it too much, best so far is 27 and a half. So but being a wagon, you know, it may not get great mileage. I was hoping for 30. That might be a little bit overthinking, but we'll see how it goes. But there's a lot of room inside, which I'm surprised. A lot of leg room, and that's with the back seat relatively extended. Gotta get gravel over here. But yeah, I mean, look at that. For a relatively big guy in the seat, moved in a comfortable position for the front passenger. There's quite a bit of good room there. Headroom. But yeah, oh, there's one little stain there on the headliner. Headliner's in good shape. But yeah, a lot of room. I mean, get another person back there pretty comfortably. Got the cargo cover. The fabrics are nice too, in pretty good shape. I think the only wear issues, color-wise, a little bit of discoloration here, up here, but just typical for a car that's, you know, set out in the sun. But everything else looks pretty good, really. So, got one cup holder there. Only the one will go up to the front here, but only one 12-volt in the whole car. It's insane. Got your windows all work, thankfully. Also a right side fill. Got some cracking in the white paint. So got it for $5,500, which is a smidge high, I realize. But with how much work had already been done, it's just less that I even have to do. I need to take a nozzle here and blow all that gunk out before it starts rusting more. Okay, a decent size spare. 15. Wheels are 15 inches. What's the tire size in these? Was it 60? 195, 60, 15s. So now was that at least get the aluminum wheels. And like I said, looking at vinyl, wrapping them with a charcoal color. So get a little bit of a sportier look. Tint it down the road too, and that should look impeccable. Got a nice little cargo cover. So got the switch for right there. Need to replace one of these lights too. One of them's not working, but yeah, Focus SES, which is top trim level. Super duper quiet, which is something we're going to keep as well. So we got the extra dash cluster, or the optional dash cluster with the tachometer, which is nice. Stereo, 6-disc player. It's supposed to be MP3. This is supposed to be auxiliary, but those are all little components that you have to buy to add on to it and then plug in the back. Not real impressed with that. This is supposed to work. Let's see. It did work. Okay. And then we got the key fob as well. Thankfully, I didn't want to have to go back that old, but yeah, got the key fob and everything. So that's nice. Switch. New wiper blades. I do like the roof racks too. They do look pretty impressive. The side pockets are very nice too. Lots of space, which is real handy since this is as much of the glove box as you get. Pretty tiny. Speakers and sound system doesn't sound too bad. I'm gonna do probably either a single or double din stereo so I can get my Bluetooth. Ooh, I need to spray paint the wiper arms at some point too. All this stuff that's not really a priority. Cool little antenna. Paint's in decent shape though. I think it's worth salvaging. Got some little paint chips there. Work on those. Thankfully it rides really well too, as you would have seen at some point. Got some paint chips along there. But I'm impressed with it so far. It's done good. And I'm looking at putting a lot more miles onto it. So here's your introduction to Rhino. Hope you like it, because you're going to be seeing it on the channel a lot more. We're going to try to have fun with it. We're going to take it to Speed World long term and run it against the Suburban. Let Bear have his first chance on the racetrack without being able to hurt himself. Because the Trans Am and the Suburban might have been a little bit too much for his first try. So lining this up against the Suburban will be kind of fun. But yeah, we're going to have fun with it. We're going to try to do some little videos, and we're going to try to be punny with the word focus.
Who are you? The name is Rhino.
Rhino? The hamster?